Hello and welcome to my channel. Please press the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my new videos. Thank you so much for being here. In this video, I will be showing you how you can use ChatGPT 3.5, which is accessible at chat.openai.com to help you with your programming needs. So, of course, many people have seen and used ChatGPT for writing articles or planning a trip or getting some information. But have you ever used ChatGPT for programming? Maybe you haven't tried it. I will be showing you how it can be helpful for you to give you code snippets, which can be directly used in production environment with little or little customization. You can use them definitely. To begin with, I will show you the example. Let's assume that you want to add two numbers, right, and display the result. That is your task that is given by your manager. How do you do that? You just should be able to write the prompt for ChatGPT. For example, here I say, hi, accept two numbers A and B, numbers A and B, and or you can just say one, number one and number two, and display the result, right? You just write that prompt like that, and it will give you the answer in Python code. We don't want Python code. So what we should say, you should explicitly say that result using HTML and JavaScript, right? When you say that, it starts working again. So over here, what it is doing, let me see the code and explain you what it does, right? Let's just say sum.html. We'll save this as sum.html. Here we have a form that is displayed to the user. The first uh, input box has the ID of number one and name of number one, or num1, and the second input box has the ID of num2. When you click on add, they are calling a function which is called as add numbers. When you click on that, it goes to this function. They are declaring a variable called as number one, and we are getting the inputs value by using document.getElement by ID of number one. It will get the, that is how you select this particular input box. And inside that, there should be a value which is typed by the user. You get hold of that value, and then we are finally adding the result in the sum variable. We are adding it number one and number two, right? And we are setting the result block, which is uh, which is a paragraph. As you can see, it is here. The inner HTML of that paragraph to the sum variable, and that is how you concatenate in JavaScript. So let's see if this works. It will be working. I'm pretty sure about that. So let's say I enter E here. I enter E here and say add. The sum of not a number and not a number is not a number. That is the error message that is displayed from the uh, JavaScript, right? That is the error. So if I enter 1 and 2 over here, the answer should be 3. The sum of 1 and 2 is 3. We put the number 1 there, we put the number 2 there, and we got the answer which is 3. Add 1 and 2. How did it add it? It added it here in this variable called as sum. It added number 1 and number 2. And we are displaying sum. You can directly display sum if you are getting confused. You just say sum over here, add, I will refresh this, 2 and 2, it should be 4. The number 4 is displayed as you can see. So that is how you do it. Sum of num1 and num2 is, we refresh this. It is not doing anything because we need to give the plus character there. So the sum of num1 and num2 is 4, right? As you can see, it is working just fine. That is how ChatGPT can be used for your programming needs, right? Uh, Suppose that you wanted to do a little more for you, not just this. So let's say we will say accept two numbers and print sum. User will be able to select the buttons plus minus equals to for operations. Let's see what it does. So it is using the switch block this time, right? This is the second example. What it is doing, let me explain. We are taking the number 1 and number 2. That we already did. And when the button is clicked, it should be plus, it should be minus, it should be equals to, right? What it is doing is it is using the switch operator over here. For switch case plus, it is adding the numbers. For results, it is minus, it is not adding the numbers, it is subtracting the numbers. For into, it is multiplying the numbers. If none of them were given and someone tries to look at the result, it says invalid operation. Let's take a look at this one. I will save this as sum one, I mean cal.php. And when I go ahead, sorry about that, not PHP but HTML, I'm a PHP guy. So every time I have the habit of saying it as HTML. There we go. So I take 2 here and 1 here. I will say plus, the result is 3. I say minus, the result is 1. I say multiply, the value is 2 over here, 2 and 2. That should be 4. Exactly. Minus, it is 0. Plus, it is 4. So that is how you can use ChatGPT for your programming needs. You should be able to write prompts like this. When you write a prompt like this, it will go ahead and help you with all your needs, right? Uh, Hope that this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing this. And if you have any doubts, let me know. I will be able to help you here. Thank you so much. And please press the bell icon and share this video so that it can be helpful for others as well. One last time, ChatGPT can be accessed using chat.openai.com. You have to register there to get access to ChatGPT. Thank you so much for viewing.